everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to a third trimester sort of like update, what you can expect, how it all goes, symptoms, that sort of thing. Bit of a chatty update video. So I thought first up, let's talk about food cravings in the third trimester. I find in my first to second trimester I have no appetite. Just struggle to find something I actually want to eat. In the third trimester I can't stop. I just want to eat and eat and eat. And I have lots of cravings and things like that. First craving is going to be fizzy drinks and ice. I love ice so much. In every pregnancy towards the end I just cannot stop crunching ice. Curtis is like, you're always crunching ice. I can't stop. Like if I like go in the kitchen as well, gotta open the freezer and grab some ice. I just need to eat it. It's so, I don't know. I'm not like this when I'm not pregnant. I like drinks without ice. Like I would say to McDonald's, can I have no ice in my drink? Whilst I'm pregnant, I need the ice, all the ice. I crave chocolate, peanut butter, crisps. I love crisps. Fizzy and probably like some smells. I love the smell of clean things like bleach. I also crave cleaning. I love to just clean and just scrub, not tidy, just scrub things and make sure like everything smells nice. I love that fresh, clean smell. So I'm not sure if that can fit under cravings, but that is definitely a pregnancy thing of mine because once I've had the baby, I do not want to be out there cleaning. It is literally just a pregnancy thing. I find I'm really breathless and I will have to sit there and be like, and Curtis will be like, why are you huffing? And I'm like, I'm not huffing, I need to breathe. It's probably because the baby is like really high up. I will show you my bump. These are maternity shorts, but I just had them pushed down. I don't know why, but they do go over my bump, which is nice and comfortable, and I feel huge, and everybody says that I am tiny, and I just feel massive. I think the baby is head down. I feel a lot of like pressure there and a lot of kicking around here. The baby moves all the time. She is constantly just kicking and moving around. I see the midwife rarely. I think you see the midwife more in your first few pregnancies. After that, only because I have very uncomplicated pregnancies. They're always very smooth sailing, quite, I would say, very easy. I'm very lucky that pregnancy just goes really well for me. Yeah, I don't get morning sickness. I don't have issues apart from growth scans. Apparently I always measure small and I don't know why, because I feel enormous. Last saw the midwife probably about a month ago now. I think I'm seeing her again at the end of this month. She measured my bump and said that it's measuring small, so she sent me for a growth scan, and I know I've had it before plenty of times and the baby's always fine. But I always think I should go just in case, because you never know. So make sure you do always go to those if you're sent to them, even if you feel like it's pointless, just because you never know what could be picked up. But I went for the growth scan, everything was fine, and the baby is measuring normal. My babies always measure average or under average. I would say take the measurements they give you with a pinch of salt and how much they tell you the baby's going to weigh, because maybe for you it's always been accurate, but for me they'll always say like your baby is £6.13, your baby is £7 this, and my babies have been, 3 of them have been £8.15. One of them was £8.13 and she was a week early, so she probably would have been a bit chunkier. And then the other two are my biggest, my Rue and my Hero. Hero was £9.2 and Rue was £9.4. And yeah, just always measured average on every chart, so I don't always rely on those charts. I know like this time I've been told I've got a small bump and the baby's measuring average, so we will see everybody, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to have like at least a close to £9 baby. So I'm supposed to see a consultant. You would normally see a consultant if you've got higher risk pregnancy. They say mine's high risk because of how many I've had. You're more likely to bleed after birth. So when I gave birth to Lilac and Hero, my 5th and my 6th, they put a cannula in my arm during the labour because they said if I needed blood afterwards, it would be really easy for them to do it. It'd be ready. Luckily I didn't, but I will have that again this time, just in case. But yes, I'm supposed to see a consultant because it is my 7th pregnancy, but I went to the appointment a few weeks ago and they were 40 minutes late coming to see me. And then when I went to the lady, she was like, I'm not the consultant will see you, but there's 2 ladies ahead of you which have got complicated pregnancies, so they might be a while. She was like, I can't tell you how long you're going to be here, but you might be here for the day. If you want to leave, you're welcome to leave. So I did go, and she has rebooked my appointment for the beginning of August. I'm sure it's going to be the same situation again, so I am considering just not going because I think I probably don't need it. Everything's been fine with my midwife appointments and everything. I know I need the cannula. I don't think there's too much they can say that could change anything, because if they did like offer a section or anything because of me just being high risk because it being my 7th, I would decline it anyway. I don't see my midwife very much, but every time I've been, like, I find every midwife has been very different. Some are very helpful, some are not so helpful. Make sure if you need help with anything, you always ask. I also know they do lots of like swap shops and things, so if you are struggling and you need help with things, and you can get like a Moses basket full of baby goodies and things. So make sure you do ask your midwife if you do need any help with anything, because there's lots of things around that can, yeah, just help massively. I suffer with really sore boobs towards the end, and I find this cream is just amazing. I really recommend it. I recommend it even if you're not pregnant and you get like sore lips, because I use it for the children for that. Curtis gets it quite a lot and he uses it for that. It's like £8 and it's so worth it. It's a really thick cream. It's just amazing. It works instantly, but it's for breastfeeding because you get cracked and bleeding nipples. But as I've said, I use it before because it's just amazing. But when you do use it for breastfeeding, it is safe when your baby is feeding to use it. So, never known a cream so good. I do suffer towards the end, only with my last 2 pregnancies, with leg cramps. And I have got a magnesium butter that helps with that. You put that on your feet before bed and it really helps. It's supposed to like help you sleep, but it just helps my leg cramps and things. It's just really painful, isn't it, if you've had leg cramps? I never had it before pregnancy. It's so painful, but I find that really helps. Also, make sure you're always keeping track of your baby's movements. Make sure your baby is always moving around. And if you haven't felt your baby for a while, then do contact your midwife or nearest healthcare centre. Let them know, because you can always go for checkups if your baby's not moving properly. Baby doesn't stop moving at the moment. My tummy, I find, gets really hard with Braxton Hicks and uncomfortable. Underneath, I get like, I know when I've like overdone something, because underneath I get like a hard pressure feeling, and I know she's head down, so I guess it's just sort of like coming to the end, and you can always tell when you're coming to the end. There's always like so many little signs that you're just nearing the end of your pregnancy, which is lovely because it's nice to know that you're going to be meeting your baby soon. Another symptom of my 3rd trimester is me being tired more than any other time in the pregnancy. The 3rd trimester for me, especially this time round, has been exhausting. I am probably, I mean, because I have 6 children, but I'm just exhausted all the time. And my youngest is only 1, so obviously he's still not sleeping. He sleeps through the night, but he might wake up once, and he wakes up quite early in the morning. And I'm obviously still changing 2 nappies because I have a 3-year-old, she is still in nappies, so is the 1-year-old. I'm on the go constantly. I find it hard to stop and rest, which I know lots of you have noticed. You say to me like, please rest. I find it really difficult. But I really do appreciate you all caring and looking out for me, because it's nice to have people that care about you, especially when I don't have much family around me. So I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just the sort of person that can't stop. So even if I'm tired, I'll just keep going and going and making sure I've done everything I need to do, because I just need to make sure everything's done so my mind's at peace, and then I can rest in the evening. I suffer really badly of heartburn. I've said 100 times before, if you've watched my previous videos, I really recommend omeprazole. It is a lifesaver. Your doctor can prescribe it for you. I think somebody did say to me you can actually buy it yourself. I didn't realise. It's just amazing. If you suffer with heartburn, don't even try Gaviscon and the tablets you can get. They don't work. They'll work like temporarily, but omeprazole, take a tablet and you will never get heartburn again. It's incredible. So I get that prescribed to the end of my pregnancy, and the minute I have my baby, I don't need it anymore. It's just gone. It's just the pressure of everything pushing up. I know people say that heartburn means you're gonna have baby with lots of hair. I definitely don't think that's true. I don't believe a lot of the old wives' tales. And I don't know if I said, I'm really breathless at the moment. I find everything a lot of like, I'm always like, and I find it hard to stand up and walk, and I'm just slow, but that's just a big bump. End of pregnancy. Just make sure you've always got comfortable clothes on, comfortable flat shoes. I have done a video on what you need in pregnancy, so if you find that helpful, then that is also on my channel. But in terms of a 3rd trimester update, I think that's everything really. I find my pregnancies really uncomplicated, easy, and I enjoy them. I really enjoy them. That is something I would like to say. If you are pregnant and you are struggling, just remember it will be over so soon. And although it's difficult to say, try and enjoy it as much as you can, because it's such a special and precious time. And I just appreciate and love it so much. There's not really anything I love more than being pregnant, having my baby and having my children. And I think I've learnt more as time goes on how quickly everything just goes and how big they get so quickly. And I just really appreciate all the time I get with them. So yeah, it can be hard. Being a mum is hard work, but it's very rewarding. I think that's everything for my 3rd trimester update, everybody. I said on my previous video, which would have been my what you need in pregnancy video, or what I recommend, that I have lots of videos, ideas. So I was thinking of doing like a baby prep video when I prep everything I need for the baby, or get everything together and ready for her. I'm gonna do everything that I've bought for her. I'm gonna do what I eat, hospital bag, how I get everything done. And also soon there'll be a big life update on what is happening with our house progression sale progression. Yeah, so if you find that sort of thing interesting, then please do stick around and keep up with me on my channel. Also follow me on Instagram. I share reels and things like that on there. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was interesting to get an insight into a 3rd trimester, and hopefully I will see you on my next video.